I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm starting to like these videos. I don't know why. They messy as hell, but it's entertaining.
What's bomb, y'all?
This is hold on. Let me see how many views this one got. 3,000 views in an hour.
And by everybody, I mean almost nobody. DDG's group seems to have broken up, and we started to first get glimmers of this about a week ago towards the end of July when Dub and Deshae Frost were talking about it.
Chat, we end up getting to a party. The police came. We got a notice on our front door. I probably seen it on Derek shit. I noticed on our front door or whatever. But we were lying. We didn't buy this house. We paid off this house for a year, right? I'm gonna be honest. Keep it a buck. We have to, because we just got to keep it a buck.
I think they knew that, though.
Now, I was lying. Nigga, I said we bought this. Oh, they telling me. They like, y'all got a month left.
Hey, that's what they was telling me in my chat. So they knew it.
So, chat, we did partner up.
So how was it a flop? They got a month left. I mean, the lease is over with, right? Let's say getting kicked out or evicted.
We partnered up with a production company.
Meme
We supposed
House?
to have a meeting. Meeting never happened. They blamed. So I don't know, chat. Like, it's either we gonna get a new crib or we gonna keep this crib.
Chat, if we lose,
I'm saying,
God forbid, right? And we all go to our separate ways, do you think our streams are gonna be?
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Yes.
You think our streams are gonna be?
So here they said they teamed up. What likely happened is they had, I think it was Meme House Productions. One of these production companies probably paid it up front for.
yeah. So Meme House was they basically in the door of Meme House, which started Capaholics, and I think Capaholics is trying to become a production company too, right? Or like a spinoff of Meme House. Niggas saying DDG own Meme House. I don't think he own Meme House. I think he just partnered with them. That's the
year, and you can see here, of course, they're going to say, oh, yo, we bought it. It makes better content if you say, well, usually people don't lie and say that they bought a crib. They just said, oh, this.
I'm pretty sure in the first video he made at that house, they said they brought it. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure that nigga right there did. No cap. I'm pretty sure that nigga said he bought that house.
This is my $10 million house, right? Like Core, we know that they're not buying the house, but they're saying, oh, we got a $20 million crib versus, oh, we paid $600,000 a year for it. Especially if it's kids who are watching most of this content. Kids see a huge number and they're like, damn, this is crazy. And they've got all the cars. It's really cool stuff for kids. So in this situation, I don't think the content would get worse, but we didn't get a resolution when this clip came out, which was towards the end of July. It wouldn't be until DDG's cameraman 24-hour stream where he would officially put a fork in it.
Y'all probably briefly heard me talk about it, but the Capaholics House is over, y'all. We got like a few more days left, and very sad. That's why y'all see me spending so much time in TO room playing the game. And because, you know, after the Capaholics House is done, I know like we just gonna be living our own lives, but that don't mean Capaholics is over as a group. Obviously, we got cabin trip tomorrow. We got more.
So why they just don't get another house? AMP, Core, they got more like, well, AMP went from one house to another and they've been in the house for a while. Core, FaZe, they got kicked out and then got a house together. Why don't y'all just get a house together? What's the problem with that?
Things we trying to do, but as for living together at this very moment, it's over. I'm for sure being a judge for that one. All right, my mom will be this.
This was unsurprising, to say the least. I mean, when was the last time that these guys even really did much content together?
Yeah, I never seen a full Capaholics video. Like other groups actually like make content can take down. Other groups make content together. I never seen them actually make content together. You know what I mean? I may be mistakenly not paying attention. Maybe on me, but I've never seen their group content. And to be honest with you, I don't know who this nigga is. all this nigga right here that look like Charlemagne. I don't know who these two niggas is. I seen him before though. I never seen him, so I don't know who he is at all.
Much of anything. DDG would later go back to the crib and do a little bit of a review of what was going on the channel.
We had a lot of stuff in the
Oh, look.
beginning. When we
Yeah, the
first
video right
started,
here.
we lost a member on the first day. Finally got into the house. Then we had to do like it was just a different environment. Like it just was a bad start. But
What, nigga?
I still believe in us.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If y'all put out more content, more clips of y'all content, y'all could be big. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all don't. Like I just said, I don't know some of y'all in there. Oh, that's a problem. Everybody should know who y'all are. Like, even when y'all like you streaming, yo, people come in there, they should be, they should walk in and do say something to your stream so everybody know who they are.
I think we can still prevail and be a group.
I know this nigga right here too. They, these two. Oh,
This
I'm not
is a
nobody.
very good
I'm just
point
saying.
that was made by DDG. I think them losing J5 was a huge deal because after that, you've only got
that was big, bro. They lost J5. That's tough loss.
like if we look at the members that are a member of Capaholics right now.
J5 smart though. He didn't, he doing the same thing on his own, not group wise, but like he doing his own thing. He's still making more money. Feel me? Less bills. He ain't got to pay for the house. He got to do none of that.
J5 left immediately. They had that little bit of a beef. You've got DDG, you've got Deshae Frost, you've got Dub, who's DDG's brother, you've got Wizard Kelly. What the hell is Wizard? I thought this was something off
I don't know who that is.
Waverly Place. Wizard Kelly, I've never heard this name. And Paidway TO, I've heard that guy's name before. Don't really know what he's got going on.
I don't know who he is
Derek
either.
King. That guy Derek King, I've heard
of him.
He went most viral for the situation where
that's where I seen him at.
it was at Ryan Garcia's party, and then he
that's what I'm saying, bro. When you get clips of your actual members of your group doing stuff, they become known. I knew him from this exact clip. Wizard Kelly and T.O., I don't know who that is. So why would I sit there and watch him?
On one of DDG's ops or one of the people that was talking trash, and he picked up that dude Oblivion, and he was like bullying him. That was the only situation where I know about Derek King. Now, that does not mean that, he should have had more viral moments. That's not the point. A successful streamer doesn't have viral moments. You can have viral moments and be an unsuccessful streamer. And a successful streamer is one that consistently has a large viewership or consistently has growing viewership and a successful live streaming audience. Live stream, you're a streamer. You putting out clips you're a clipper. You're a TikToker at that point, if that's what you're chasing, and if it doesn't translate into live stream views, which for a lot of the time, it doesn't. A lot of these people just bought the numbers. So really, this is
sometimes, for the most part, it does, depending on how consistent you are on TikTok. If you're consistent to where you got enough loyal fans, then yeah, it could translate over. But if you biting your numbers on TikTok, might as well just bite your numbers on Twitch. Nobody, you're not getting nothing. That's why I don't believe in buying views on TikTok, because you posting TikToks to get notoriety. You feel me? To get seen. You're not gonna get seen if you biting. So once your bot's in that you already brought, the reason TikTok ain't push it out is gonna be a reason it's not getting pushed out again. Because you get numbers don't mean they're gonna automatically push it out. You gotta get numbers, comments, likes. So you bought all three, then it might be doing something. But hey, that's too much money to throwing around. It might not even translate over.
Only you have a big three, right? You could have a big three, and then you can have some other people that are members of the group. But this is a big 1.5. I would say DDG is clearly far and away like the biggest guy there. And then you've got Deshae Frost, who is That's why I say a 0.5. It might be 2. It might be a
I'm not gonna lie. You can't say 1.5 because the Shay is 1, DDG 1, right? Dub getting there. If Dub keep collabing with streamers, because he collabed with Jason recently, he keep collabing, he'll be up there. Not gonna lie, he moving up. Other 2 or 3, I don't know. I don't know for them. I don't watch their content. I don't know what they do. I don't know anything about them.
big 2. Deshae Frost, as a live streamer and an entertainer, is very good. Yeah, he's controversial. He has done a lot of things in the past. He skirts the line, but entertainer, you can tell he loves to entertain. He's willing to do anything. He's funny. I mean, he's co-signed by Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat has given him a lot of help in the past and talked about him and said like, yo, you can really make it and kill this thing. And he's killing it right now. So let's say a big 2. Dub was, I would say, a 0.25 before recently. Dub,
that's what I'm saying.
Now, I think he's a 0.5, which they're separating anyway. But Dub is killing it. After he got put on, I think JustShxrm University did a lot for him. He's always
JustShxrm University definitely boosted Dub momentum. Dub definitely boosted his momentum because he, at first, I'll click his streams. I always follow him. I'll click his stuff, and then click right off it. But now, I could actually watch him. He's funny, low key. Not gonna lie. So I give it to him.
He's been a consistent grinder, and that's the problem where these guys, they're not consistent grinders, because back in May, DDG gave these guys
Dub has
their
been grinding
last
consistently.
chance.
He has been grinding recently. I would say consistently. Recently, he has been grinding. Not gonna lie.
I'm gonna tell you exactly where everything went wrong. What? Everything went wrong. Cause remember that first stream we did? That shit was great, right? But I think where everything went wrong is everybody started streaming at their own time. Stream at 10 a.m. And who the is watching streams at 10 a.m.? A real job.
Me and my at 10.
Exactly. It's not me and my. It's supposed to be our pool of. When you look at other organizations, but look though, when you look at other people like Core or Clover or the other, when they all stream at the same
It'd be night. It'd be dark.
they
Like
all
7
together.
o'clock, 6 o'clock.
So let's say Brian, his people know Jason because Jason always in it. They gonna go to Jason.
That's what I just told, and that's why I just said, bro. When you streaming like as a collective, y'all might as well just walk in each other's room, introduce yourself to the stream, know you, make your jokes, get your clips, leave. Chat might like you, chat might not like you, but at the end of the day, you're making yourself known. That's all you got to do, and make yourself known. If you don't make yourself known, what are you doing?
All of our numbers would be ×3 if we all cross-pollinate. But who am I? I'm just.
What you was gonna say, Tio? You guys better.
They probably didn't know that was their last chance, but you have DDG, and I've talked about this in the past. DDG does not need these guys. DDG is doing, not out of the goodness of his, partially out of the goodness of his heart, he's helping these guys and giving them the opportunity. But I don't think he would put bums in a house.
Oh my God, bums in the houses.
Of his heart, he's helping
I'm not
these guys
finished
and
about to
giving them
say.
the opportunity. But I don't think he would put bums in a house that he didn't think were entertaining or had the capability of being entertaining streamers. I think he saw a couple of homies. He's like, yo, these guys are funny. These guys are my dogs. They could make it if they put in the work. So I'm going to give them a year in this crib and in LA and around me and Deshae and all these other people, and we'll see if they can make it shake. And
Now, it'd be messed up, bro. The DDG plan for them to put that notice on the door, just so he could have a reason to show the niggas that's not being consistent or being active, so they could leave. Hey, that would be messed up, bro. Not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, business is business, right? You can't have a whole house that costs money, have 2 people in there that's not really doing nothing. Like I said, if you're not making content, posting clips, doing this or that, how can you get bigger? You just want to stay where you at and be comfortable where you at. Under somebody else's roof that you're not paying for. And also making the same type of content all day. Getting the same type of views, all your ones, which not bad if you got a decent number. But what's your objective? What, do you want to get bigger? want to be not even at the top, like midway. So right now you like on the floor. So I mean, I guess everybody got different goals, bro. It's whatever goal you pursue, you gotta pursue it to the best of your ability.
As you saw, he was telling them about like, oh, you know, we need to do more content together. We need to be live at the same time. These guys are going live at 10 a.m. They're going live at 10 a.m. in LA. That's 1 p.m. on the East Coast. That's 10 a.m. in LA. So everybody that's supposed to watch you guys is in school. So and they're like, nah, you know, me and
10 a.m. not a bad time if you were streaming all day. You start at 10 a.m. and try and end at 2 or 1, you're cutting your views short.
my dogs are like, who are your dogs? Like your homies that you hop on Discord calls with? So these guys, they did not push forth any initiative in making things move forward, in growing their own streams or anything like that. It's always DDG.
Yeah, I like this. That nigga saying exactly what I'm already saying, bro. He's saying exactly what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing. There's no initiative, no clips, no nothing. You just waking up, doing basically they waking up, doing what I'm doing, except I don't have a following. I don't have a big following. I barely have any following at all. So if I keep doing the same thing I'm doing now, not posting clips, not streaming, not making no moves, which I do stream. So streaming and not putting effort into turning my stream into clips. I keep doing the same thing I'm doing now, moving the same way I'm moving now, I'll never be nowhere. Just like he'll never get nowhere if he keep doing the same thing, right? That's just being honest.
G had to do something, or Dub had to do something, and they would follow along. Meanwhile, Deshae Frost, you see him traveling around, you see him organizing his own. And I'm proud of Dub,
because Dub did come a long way, bro. Dub definitely came a long way from mukbangs.
Streams, you see him killing it. These guys, they just didn't have what it took. I think they thought that we can just coast and we're going to make it. Like, for example, the YouTube channel. When DDG was looking that over, you could see that there was like 6 videos. One of these guys should have adopted, especially if you were a smaller streamer or really a nobody streamer.
I'm saying, and then, all right, 6 videos. They got 6 videos. These videos should have turned into clips. And they should have had way more videos than 6 videos, bro. Way more. They did have way more than because they had 32.9K subscribers. Only got 22. Damn. They still got videos. But you want to upload, have a schedule weekly. This is 4 months ago, 4 months ago. That's probably, I don't know. I'm not going to try to go look. But they're so spread apart that they're not active. That their YouTube page is not active. They need like a manager over all of them. So once you get a manager and get put on a schedule, you gotta be there. Don't you get kicked out. That would have been an easier way to do it. Just so y'all have consistent posting on y'all channel, bro. Do everything together type. But
should have adopted, especially if you were a smaller streamer or really a nobody streamer, some of these other guys in the group, you should have adopted the role of, okay, I'm going to run this YouTube channel, or I'm going to get an editor that I'm going to team up with and show them the vision. And then of course, like DDG or whoever will finance it. They'll pay the editor. That's really all they need because they have filmers in the crib. So they'll pay the editor, and then you put these ideas together and you have something consistent. These guys dropped like 6 videos and it was in the first 2 months. What happened the rest of the 10 months? It's not like these guys got full-time jobs either. It's not like they're cameramen. Their whole job was to stream and blow up. And it didn't work out. And I think this conversation that Ludwig was having with Jason the Ween
Ludwig
really
is smart.
Is telling in this regard.
What is some advice you give to a group like Core, you know, the group I'm in, for long term?
I think Core's currently going to fail. But yeah, I think Core's going to fail because... and I said this when Core first got announced. The issues with Core are you guys are all very successful individually, and I think you guys are incentivized to just work on your own thing. Like, you know, you're actively doing Maybach Monday, or like you're maybe talking with your team, like Woj or Lou, about like some streams you want to do in the future for yourself, and you'll see the direct benefit from that. And I think that's the same exact situation like Ron is in. Like Ron is more incentivized to think about like, all right, am I setting up this like 1v1 with Jinxie, and then maybe like
Well, I think I'm trying to say before you even say it, right, is that they all focus on self objectives, not group objectives. So they all trying to plan for what they're gonna do separately instead of planning what they're gonna do together.
some Fortnite watch party or whatever, and no one's actively like putting effort into thinking about what should we do for the group. And
Bro,
so my predict eventually, like, you know, one person's going to do the brunt of the workload to get it started. They're going to burn out.
oh my God.
Because you
Oh my, why did I not know that shit turned up that high, bro? Jesus Christ. Don't even worry about it. I'm not pressing that button again. That button is not getting pressed again. God damn.
they're only receiving the, like, if you put effort into the group, 1/5 of that. There's 6 people, 1/6, whatever the percentage is, but they're getting like 1/5 or 1/6 of the return of that. If they were to work on their own things, they would feel much better because they'd get more return. It's kind of like, imagine doing a group project every week and you're getting an A, but you're doing all the work. But what I bet was going to happen, sorry to cut you off,
No, go for it.
is that you guys are going to talk about it and everyone's going to be like, yeah. And then you go back to doing your own shit because it's very comfortable and easy to do and you know how to do it. And it's harder to do the thing you don't know how to do and like take the reins to do that.
Okay.
So I've talked about this. I've talked about this with
That was perfect. Perfect explanation, really. So, me personally, I have a business, let's say state of mind, right? So I know what it takes to build. I know what it takes to do this or do that. I lack in the creativity department. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I have the ideas also. So I have the business state of mind. I have the creativity ideas. I don't have a consistent people that want to push themselves to do something. I like that part. I like collective group that actually want to work. So our group is like DDG group. We have everything in the world. I have a video camera. My other partner has a video camera. We have 4 or 5 people. We have extras too. We could go get them. But nobody want to be consistent. Nobody want to actually go out and do. And that's always a problem also, bro. That's the biggest problem with a group.
First broke up and they said they were going to get back together, and I was proven wrong. They were able to find a crib. They were able to figure out the rent situation. However, Adapt has taken a back seat a little bit in terms of he sacrificed his own career and motion and money to make sure to put things together. And I think Stable Ronaldo also said that they're working on a documentary. So I do think that those guys want Core to work as a group, and there's not much of a financial incentive because they're going to get like 1/5 of everything. But this is very different because DDG and Deshae Frost and Dub, they've all got their own thing going on. Those other guys, they need the group to work out for them to kill it. So they should be doing everything in their power to organize things, to frequently collaborate, to collaborate with other people outside of the house. Like DDG brought so many people in the house. They should be meeting with those people, live streaming with those people, because you already got a cosign.
I still don't know who this Shannon Sharp looking at. Not Shannon Sharp. What's that dude? What's that dude on Breakfast Club, bro? What's that? I said his name in the beginning, I think. Unless I said Shannon Sharp again. What's that dude name? Charlemagne. That nigga look just like Charlemagne the guy, bro. I swear. Hey, It's Charlemagne the guy's son.
in the house. They should be meeting with those people, live streaming with those people, because you already got a cosign. You're already like, oh, that's DDG's man's. He streams. Okay, let's do something together. Why not? And then you met them in person at first, but they just didn't. have
Networking,
what it
bro.
took.
Networking also a big part, bro. You don't network. It don't ever. You don't ever get. I mean, not gonna say you're not gonna get, but you won't ever reach your full potential. Networking, posting clips, going out, doing different things. Gotta do that, bro. That's part of the engagement. You feel me? That's how you get to where you want to be for real. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say they just sat there and held their hand out, took what was given to them, because messed up. And they did, they didn't, and, you know. But some people get too comfortable. You feel me? They get way too comfortable and they just kick their feet up and relax, ride the bus. That's how a lot of people fall off. They get comfortable and just ride the bus. Even to this day, Kai still work. No meat rise. I'm just saying, this is me stating the obvious. Kai Cenat is still working harder than most people that's not even up yet. That's bad. That's bad as hell. Can't let somebody that's already up here outwork you all the way down here. If anything, even if you don't have the money or the production or the fame, the power, y'all work level should still be right here. Pretty much your work level should be right here. It should be you. It should be Kai. You gotta outwork the nigga that's already up.
And unfortunately, it failed. It's a failure. You know, you throw up stuff, you throw up shots, and sometimes they don't take. And with this scenario, at least Dub, I think he can keep it pushing. Because this guy, if there's nothing else, he has been consistent. Is he the most viewed guy? No. I do like his food reviews. Like recently, he was doing like a hospital food review and a food review of like some 7-Eleven stuff. I don't know if he used to do that stuff on YouTube. I never watched him on YouTube. I didn't really watch DDG vlogs either, but I knew of DDG, especially like during the diss track era. So unfortunately, this is going to fall apart, but I think this is great if you're a fan of these.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, chat. Y'all want to know what made me start watching DDG? Well, not even start watching. What brought his name into the like content environment? When that nigga Bruce told that boy name 5 DDGs, that's the funniest thing ever, bro. I didn't know who DDG was. I mean, I heard his music before, but I didn't know, never watched him. Never fully watched DDG. So when Bruce said, name 5 DDG songs, oh my God.
Guys at all, because that means Deshae Frost can just focus on himself.
And the crazy part about that is, I never watched his videos, but I knew his music. I probably could have named 5 DDG songs.
DDG can just focus on himself, and Dub
That's
can
just me being
focus on
honest.
himself. So instead of having, for lack of a better word, weight pulling them down, these guys now have the freedom to explore whatever they want. Will you get less collaborations between like a DDG and a Deshae? Probably because of logistics, but that's 3 separate streams that are going to go up. So I'm looking forward to see how these guys continue to grow, especially Deshae. And Dub, DDG's just always been, he's kind of done everything in the game at this point. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Did you think that this was going to work out at all? Are you disappointed with it? Are you a fan of these guys? Do you think that any of these guys can make it if they go back? This is what's the most telling part. If these guys go back home and in 6 months, we check back up on them and they're not streaming and they quit, that's just pathetic. But yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. In 6 months, they could get back. I ain't gonna lie. They could easily branch back. All they gotta do is just make content, clip for him right here. They could definitely do it. Both of them, really. I would say him too. They both could get their name out there. They gotta do things as a group and not, individually. Same thing Ludwig just told Jason. They gotta think about the collective, not just wake up and do this. We gonna wake up and do this. We gonna do this. Or we gonna do this. You feel me? It's always a we, not I. Just like he said, he wake up at 10 a.m. to stream because that's one time his partner's up. But instead of worry about the partners that's not in the house, worry about the partners that are in the house. Make content. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you should do. I mean, that's it, bro. Y'all, hey, like, comment, subscribe. If y'all like these videos, bro, keep in touch. Turn your notices on.